Alright boys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today is a very special day, as you can probably tell from the title. I'm running the longest run of the entire ultramarathon prep. I'm gonna be running for 5 to 6 hours, so it's gonna be as many kilometers as I can during this time. I have no idea how many kilometers I'm gonna run. I'm gonna give you guys more details once we get outside, but basically just know that today is gonna be a super hard day, man. For the ones that don't know me, my name is Lorenzo. I am 21 years of age. I train the hybrid way, and I'm also a hybrid training coach. So I preach go into the gym as a form of building a good physique and gaining confidence towards your own body. And at the same time, I like doing some extreme things at times. So all the ultra marathons, the races that I train for, I think you gain immense value psychologically from doing so. So if that sounds like you, consider hitting me a follow. And today is gonna be an absolutely crazy day, man. I'm training for a 12-hour overnight ultra marathon, and today is literally the biggest day of the entire prep. I am 25 days out, so this is gonna be the longest run of the entire prep. Let's freaking get outside. I'll give you guys more details, and let's absolutely kill it. Alright boys, so right now we're gonna start the run. We're gonna run for 5 to 6 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna run 5 to 6 hours, and the reason that it's open like that is because we're really gonna go by feel today. If by 5 hours I'm feeling very tired, I might just cut it there for the day. But if I feel good, I'm definitely gonna push for 6 hours. This week I'm running 100 miles still, so I need to be a bit conservative. The goal for this training session is for me to run a bunch of kilometers, but still feel quite good after. Like, obviously you're not gonna feel good after 6 hours of running, but I wanna feel at least as if I could do more, you know? And I'm already carrying a ton of fatigue from previous weeks, so yeah, I don't expect to feel super good after. But anyways, let's freaking crush it, man. Try and guess right now how many kilometers you think I'm gonna run. No cheating. The ones that do get it right are gonna get a reply from me with something very vulgar, very sexy. No, okay, but try and guess seriously down in the comments. Let's freaking get it, boys. Let's do some hard shit. Wait, let's hit some push-ups. I think, why not hit some push-ups before a 6-hour run, you know? It's not like it's gonna affect anything. Okay, so let's talk about how this 6-hour time trial went. It is another day, as you can tell, hence my different kind of look, so don't mind it. But let's talk a little bit how this run went and why exactly is it important for my 12-hour ultramarathon preparation. So stay to the end if you want to know how many kilometers I ran in 6 hours, because I think you're going to be pretty surprised about how many I did. Okay, so first of all, the goal for this session. The goal for this 6-hour time trial was for me to feel good while running for 6 hours, feeling as if I could do a little bit more, even while carrying so much fatigue from previous weeks of very high mileage. So I was basically running 130 kilometers every single week, and I'm still running more than that every single week right now. And being able to run for 6 straight hours and still feel quite good after it, as if I could do a little bit more. I mean, you cannot feel fresh after 6 hours of running, but feel decently destroyed, not super destroyed, was the goal for this session. And why is this important for my 12-hour ultra prep? Well, if I'm able to run for 6 hours while carrying a ton of fatigue, fatigue, going faster than my race pace, which you guys will see at the end. I was going a lot faster than my race goal pace. It's a clear indicator and a confidence boost that I will be able to double that on race day. So I just have to double it. And on top of that, on race day, I will have no fatigue because I will take an adequate taper. I'll be doing carb loading. I'll be carrying less weight. So basically, I'll be in an optimal state, and knowing that I was able to do half of the race already on a suboptimal state and still feel as if I had a little bit more in me is a good indication that I'll be able to hit my goal for the actual race day. So 2 hours in for today's run, no problem. Felt like nothing. I'm going at 11 kilometers per hour pace. So every hour I'm running around 11 kilometers. So in 2 hours I ran 22 kilometers. And the reason I'm going at 11 kilometers per hour is because on race day, I actually want to run 10 kilometers per hour to complete 120 kilometers. But by running 11 kilometers per hour, this extra 1 kilometer that I do each hour is what I will then use for a rest. So those 5 minutes and 30 seconds more or less that I get from running 11 kilometers instead of 10 kilometers each hour is what will be accumulated and used for my resting time during the actual race. But for today, I did no rest. It was 6 hours nonstop at 11 kilometers per hour pace, more or less. 4 hours in, still feeling pretty well. One mental trick that I use for these hard runs, because sometimes we mix up the feeling of being bored with being tired. And one mental trick that I use to avoid that is to ask myself, okay, if I was starting my run right now, would I be thinking much of it? Because like sometimes when you're starting a new run, those first 3 to 5 kilometers, they don't feel exactly like good. You feel a little bit of fatigue, but then this goes away quickly as soon as you warm up. And just by asking myself, if I was starting my run and feeling the way that I'm feeling right now, would I be thinking much of it? And then if the answer is no, then I might just be bored. And after a few minutes, I'll get into a new flow and time will pass by faster. So this is a very smart way of not letting your brain trick you and into thinking that you're super tired when you're just bored, because I've been running for 4 freaking hours. Of course I'm bored. Now 2 hours left after 4 hours of running. This is when things start to get tricky. I'm starting to feel a little bit of fatigue, but I know that right now is the time that I need to push. It's not the time to slack, because this next hour of running is what's gonna matter the most. Because the last hour of running, it's pretty easy because you can start to see the finish line, so you can start pushing a bit. But if you have 2 hours left of running, you sort of have to keep yourself accountable to not slack and keep pushing, because then coming to that last hour, you know that you've pushed well and now things are going to be easier. So I would say this is the most critical part of the race, and that is exactly what I did. I did not slack. I kept pushing. Now during this time trial, it started to rain a million times and my shoes really got wet. So at some point I had to change them. So at kilometer 50, I went to my grandma's house and very quickly tried to switch my shoes as quickly as possible. Really did not waste more than 10 minutes, which I have to admit, it took a little bit longer than I wanted. I wanted to take 5 minutes, but I also went to the bathroom, refueled. Keep in mind, I wasn't pausing my watch at no point. It was a 6-hour timed run. And so after having new shoes on, I just had to push again for an extra 1 hour and a half to finish the 6-hour time trial. Alright boys, so we just wrapped up 65 kilometers in a little bit over 6 hours. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty destroyed, but like planned, I wanted to leave a little bit of space to still evolve, so I don't feel as if I gave my all yet. So yeah, I feel pretty decent even though I'm kind of destroyed, like not super destroyed too. But anyways, that was freaking an insane effort, man. Very proud of what I put out today. I need to sit down like right now, man. I'm very destroyed. I'm even shaking in my legs, but man, what a run, boys. Let's freaking get it. We do hard shit. That end there, I was trying to do like 5 kilometers in 25 minutes to try and do like 65 kilometers under the 6-hour mark, but man, I was just too destroyed. I couldn't do it. Physique post 65 kilometer long run, ran for 6 hours. I feel absolutely destroyed, man. Now, all we gotta do is double it on race day. Okay, so before ending it off here, I first need to say something. Man, I feel like I'm a shitty vlogger. I'm not good at this. I don't know if my vlogging genetics are... What's better, by the way? Comment down below, my vlogging genetics or my running genetics. I really don't know. Man, I have absolutely no charisma. But anyway, no, just kidding. You just destroy. Last thing I want to say before ending it off right here. Was that supposed to be hard? See you guys in the next video. Let's fucking get it, boys. Road to 12-hour ultramarathon, baby. So I ended up running 65 kilometers in a little bit over 6 hours. I'm gonna put the stats here up on the screen. It was truly beautiful, man. I felt as if I was in full control during this race. And now I'm very excited to tackle on the 12-hour ultramarathon, which is gonna be my next video. So if you did enjoy this video, remember to like, subscribe, and get ready for next week because the 12-hour ultramarathon video is gonna be coming out. So yeah. See you guys next week. Remember, it's all about the journey, and let's get it, boys.